make sense from a business standpoint, and then now a person isn't brought back, and then it can cause an issue. So that's generally speaking how a misunderstanding of the books can work. Now, here's the thing. Lastly, everybody, when we started a podcast, not even talking about tonight's conversation, just talk in general. When you sit down on the couch and you say, let's start this shit together, you had the opportunity to say to me, don't pay me. Just give me 15%.
I want some sweat equity. Yep.
Don't pay me. You had the opportunity to say, how much was it? 150,000? All right, I'm gonna put 75 up. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. But what you did do is you took your rate and you took your rate. And along the way, you took your rate, you took your rate, you took your rate. You got paid more, you got paid more, you got paid more. And as you got paid more, guess who paid less?
You did.
And so I guess what I'm saying is, when you say more money, more problems, it's not because I believe people in the genesis of, now everything that happened afterwards, I can't explain. I don't believe at the genesis there was a malicious intent. I believe it's a miseducation of how things work.
Misunderstanding.
It's a misunderstanding. And I just would encourage people to understand how bad touring is now.
Yeah.
A lot of festivals are not making money. I mean, even if you look at the biggest festivals you can think of, they have tens of thousands of people. And if by the eye, you like, they must have made a killing. But that headliner charged them $1.2 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and then
that's why they got to sell all the stages. This is this stage because they gotta
figure some shit out. So like, I guess what I'm saying is, if you ask me where things can get rocky, that part. And let me tell you this: I've always been an open book. The particular person you may be referring to in a lot of the videos that she's posting, she'll say, he'll pull up the P&L, but you know you can dock the P&Ls up, and so you get into that position to where sometimes you got to let people rock. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them rock, and you got to be like, man, you know. And so that can be the genesis of the issue. Now, all the other stuff I can't explain.
Here's the problem. The problem is you don't walk into, if Complex offers you a job, you don't walk into Complex and say, how much y'all making? Right? Just being honest. You don't work at McDonald's and be concerned about if they made enough money to cover your salary. You go to work, right? That's the one thing that I can say I think most people don't understand is that you came here knowing that you were gonna be covered. You left your house, your family, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, knowing I'm gonna go work for 3 days, and in those 3 days, I'm gonna make this much money no matter what he makes. And that was good enough for you. But as soon as you think I'm making more, all of a sudden I'm your enemy and I'm holding you back. And to be honest with you, this country rewards risk takers. This country does not reward people that play it safe. You, not only did you have the vision, you put up all the money. If this shit doesn't work, those people are sitting around like, stupid ass. But it worked. So now they're like, I want a piece. And it's like, to me, it's the problem with the world and the reason why it's hard to create that power that we all are trying to create to help our people.
You know how many times I agreed to rates collectively, over 8 cast members and over 50 different people that have to be on this tour? How many times I agreed into rates and had to figure out how to sell enough tickets to meet that?
Period.
Every single time. Every single time. And that's the part that people, when I'm not gonna say no names.
Go there.
But no. Because I got good relationships with all these
Don't
different
listen to
companies.
Ray. Don't listen to Ray.
But I get a contract for a gig.
Yep.
Somebody books TC for a gig. We not getting 100% of our merch. No, 100% of your merch, the sales of the people I got in here. Psh. So in the contracts, it's 20, 25, 75 split. You know what I'm saying? Like even the theaters. The reason why I don't do theaters is because they try to take your merch.
They take a cut.
Guess what?
Really?
Yeah. Now guess what? None of my artists pay me a percentage of their merch money. None of them. And then let's say a company that books us for a big event, right? the big event. Let's just say they try to book the whole TC cast and they offer, let's just hypothetically say, $30,000. For 8 of us, a DJ, and that includes our travel and lodging. But you know, if I told you how much I paid my artist budgets for these shows are, what I think happens is, when you talked about the peer thing, I'm close enough for people to touch and to not view me like Tyler Perry.
Exactly.
And I'm not asking you to. I'm not asking you to view me as Live Nation. But if Live Nation came to you and said, we taking 25% of your merch, you might be like, oh, it's Live Nation. But if Tony does, nah. But if
it's optics.
If Live Nation come and offer you, you know, $2,000 to be on this stage at this festival, which I'm appreciate. I love Live Nation.
For sure.
I love y'all. But I'm just saying, you're going to be like, oh, that's a good opportunity. But I got you on stage for the 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess my point I'm saying is it's that dichotomy of saying, was shielding the work I do on the backside from a particular person or two, did it make that person feel like it was so easy and automatic, and that now what I do get undervalued?
Yeah.
Now my contribution to people liking you and coming to see you, you think you just did that solo. No, we did that.
Yes.
We did that.
Yeah.
I stayed up to 3 a.m. watching this episode to find your best highlight. I did that.
Yes.
I paid for it, packaged it. I got it edited. I got it back. I uploaded it. I thought about the caption.
You provided a platform.
And I put money behind it.
Yes.
Your fans, you got because you were talented. But I helped.
Yeah.
And then now you look and you say, yeah, but I got these people here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what about the ad dollars I put behind it? So I think from my side of it, it's hard to talk about in public because, like I said before, I want everybody to get what they're worth. That's why I've always tried to pay people. I'd be like, what's your rate? What's your rate? And I'm gonna do my best to match whatever your rate. Whatever rate you come back to the table, this, that, another. But I don't want to make it seem like I feel like people should be grateful for this opportunity, because I'm grateful that they shared the stage with me. I'm grateful that anybody, whether it's the camera person, I'm grateful for your talent, because without you, this can't happen. Howsoever, I know how hard and difficult it is. And I feel like if that was able to be explained, then a lot of the problems would have went away. But I can't explain it because I never wanted you to worry about it.
So just curious, like you just said one was like he'd make $500,000, but like what are the complaints? Like what is the problem? Like what's the discord that everybody's presenting? Like I don't know. I'm really asking from a curious standpoint.
Well, I can speak transparently about this one. So right now we have we have a cast member that wasn't going to be brought back. There was a possibility we could have had a meeting, but most likely they wasn't going to be brought back, and it was mostly chiefly because of budget. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I didn't have it. It's just when you think about the factors and this, that, and other, it's just I was going to move in a different direction.
Yeah.
That person has been fairly wellly compensated, never underpaid, and has been a long time contractor as far as the talent with me for about 4.5 years. But I don't believe that person is handling that well.